Alright everybody, welcome back to Conquer and Commander. Today we're going to be looking at a game featuring my Lorthos, the Tidemaker deck. And this is essentially my Cthulhu deck. Large, tentacly things, basically blue. This is made for Worship Week over at PureMTGO.com. I went a little bit of a different direction, basically going with like Krakens and Octopi and large, scary Eldrazi. Just things that scared the crap out of people and that are worthy of your respect and worship. So this deck basically went one of two ways. Either I would get some ramp and get something scary and fat and just crush people, or I would sit there, do nothing, and get crushed. So let's see how this game goes. First up here, we're going up against Merieke. Merieke is a problem because she can steal my big fat, so I've got to make sure I'm worry about her. We've also got Reese the Redeemed, who usually makes a ton of tokens. That's problematic as well, but there's a lot of bounce in this deck. Finally, we've got Lazav, Dimir Mastermind, Dimir Control usually. Right now I've got 3 lands plus Thran Dynamo, and Karn Liberated. And this is pretty much a keep for me, just assuming that I'll be able to draw into another land. Instead I draw into Stormtide Leviathan, which is a fun guy to have. Let's move this over here. Reese comes out first turn. Watery Grave for Lazav. I draw Reliquary Tower, so I'm happy. You know, I don't want to pretend that I've got to counterspell this early, or that I'm going to even need to counter anything. I get attacked by Reese, so I'm just tapping out to make the game move quicker. Lazav has Baleful Strix, which is a sweet card. So right now, I'm just waiting so that I can start casting fun stuff later on. Ophiomancer from Merieke. Which is interesting. I'm not sure if she has a sacrifice theme or what, but Ophiomancer is really good for sacrificing stuff. Llanowar Elves from Reese, and he misses his 3rd land drop, which is problematic for him. Lazav Grim Tutors for something, so I'm a little worried about what that could be. I go ahead and do my turn 4 Thran Dynamo. Inundate isn't as powerful in this game because it there's a bunch of blue stuff out there, Baleful Strix and Merieke. And it might be a human-themed deck because Cavern of Souls for human is interesting as well. So Merieke comes out, which means I'm not going to be putting anything out there that he can steal. However, Merieke gets Oblivion Ring, so obviously Reese is worried about Merieke as well. And then I get attacked again by Reese. There's Dimir Signet, so maybe he was just searching... Oh, and Cabal Coffers, and Crucible of Worlds. So he's hoping probably to draw just a fetch land or something. I'm going to go ahead and put Stormtide Leviathan to make sure that I don't continue to get attacked by anything crazy. And it's big, and I'm hoping that next turn I'll be able to Rush of Knowledge with the Reliquary Tower out. And this is just... the Stormtide Leviathan is just big and scary and good at stopping things from attacking. So this is going to slow people down a little bit. But Merieke comes back out again, probably to steal my Stormtide Leviathan. Signet and Tajaru Preserver, which is actually good against me because I am running the 2 legendary Eldrazi. Lazav comes out. And Staff of Domination. Staff is usually a combo enabler. I considered having it in this deck, but I ended up taking it out, mainly because I couldn't combo with it, and I'm not that big a combo guy. So first I'm going to go ahead and Rush of Knowledge to draw a bunch of stuff. That gets me to some more land and some counter spells. And that's the point of the deck. The point of the deck is to large something big and fat and then be able to protect it. So I go ahead and attack Lazav, because right now Lazav to me is problematic. And then I put Thassa out there, who is a god worthy of the worship factor. So, she's fun. So Merieke steals Reese, which is interesting. Obviously, I haven't attacked her or messed with her at all. So she's worried about the token production from Reese. Immaculate Magistrate means that Reese is actually an elf-based deck. So this is interesting too. So Lazav uses Aether Spellbomb to bounce his commander, and then he's going to Damnation. I'm actually fine with this. I mean, it does make me lose the Leviathan, But I have Karn Liberated in my hand, and Karn in an empty board is always good. So first, I end up scrying something away, a land, and I play Karn. And this is one of the bounce cards I'm talking about. Scourge of Fleets, obviously big and scary and worthy of your devotion. Karn, I'm more worried about Staff. I don't know what he's going to do with Staff. I'm just going to get rid of it right now with Karn. There's nothing else out there that scares me. Crucible can be used, and Cabal Coffers can be used too. But I'm not worried about it with my counters and stuff. Halimar Depths for Merieke. Oh, and this is another interesting thing. I'm not sure if Merieke did it on purpose, but Merieke let her commander go to the graveyard. So it's a little confusing. Lazav is going to cast Tezzeret, and I considered pacting Tezzeret, but I don't know. I could have countered it right there. I decided not to. I figured anything he gets out, I can Cyclonic Rift away, but that's not... I probably should have gotten rid of Tezzeret right there. He searches up Mana Vault to accelerate some. I scry something away, probably another land, I don't know. So then I make Tezzeret exile a card from his hand. I can't remember what it was. Oh, Oblivion Stone. There it is. And at this point, I'm like, okay, well, you know, I can cast Burnished Heart, or I can fabricate for something. Like, I've got a lot of options open right now. So I go for Burnished Heart just to get some more ramp out there. Merieke, at the end of her turn, uses Unexpectedly Absent to put Karn away. I'm fine with that. You know, Karn got some good usage, and I'll be able to draw into it soon. It's only 4 down. And with Thassa, I can scry some stuff away and get to it quicker. So Wayfaring... Poor Reese is still mana screwed. Wayfaring Temple is a problem. Reese attacks Tezzeret. Tezzeret's down to 2 loyalty. He starts tapping stuff and untapping stuff to get some more mana. Then casts Lazav. I go ahead and sacrifice my Burnished Heart to get some more lands out there. Yes, Burnished Heart is not like strictly on theme, but it's good at what it does, which is help me get stuff like Ulamog and Scourge out there. And I've also got Quicksilver Amulet to help me cheat some stuff out like that. So I'm going to play the Amulet. Basically, at the end of my turn, I'm going to... Oh, and there's Mystical Tutor for Limdul's Vault for Merieke. Limdul's Vault's a fun card. My plan is, at the end of Lazav's turn, to bring Ulamog into play with the Amulet, and then go right after Lazav. So Merieke, Wrath of Gods. I'm fine with that. You know, clearing the board to make things easier. Reese, still mana screwed. Casts Lysolana Huntmaster. So Tezzeret's still out there. There's a Voltaic Key, so there's obviously an artifact theme with Thawing Glaciers. Lazav comes back out. I'm not worried about that. So he untaps his Mana Vault. And he searches up Yumazawa's Pointing Fork of Doom and equips Lazav. So at the end of his turn, I go ahead and bring Ulamog out. There was a period of time where I was considering just hard casting Ulamog. Stop. Stop. I pressed stop several times. But Merieke's ready to cast Swords on Ulamog. I backed up the Ulamog with Pact of Negation. In response, Merieke casts Limdul's Vault. My plan now is, after all this crap is resolved, to Mystical Tutor myself for Mana Drain to have another counter. Oh, and then Lazav uses Thawing Glaciers. So Merieke's obviously concerned about Ulamog. I'm going to go after Lazav still. He pays like 3 life or something like that to get stuff how he wants on top of his library, but he's likely not going to... I mean, I've got a bunch of cards in hand, and this is when the Lazav player concedes. So he's gone, which means that Reese isn't as much of a threat at this point. I'm going to go directly after... Oh yeah, that's when I Mystical Tutor for Mana Drain. And that's, you know, that's the thing about this deck, is that, like, it's mono blue with large scary beats, and if you have counter spells, people are just going to concede. But yeah, Ulamog like fits in with the theme, right? So anyways, I had enough mana clearly to pay for the Pact and keep up Mana Drain, and I've also got Envelop too. So there's one game. Keep waiting. There's more. Thanks.